Hey everyone, it's your Friday evening update on this storm, and yeah, we'll talk about that nor'easter as well. It's meteorologist Joe Martucci here. Along the immediate shore, the National Weather Service upgraded us to a high wind warning, highlighting the potential for life and property threatening strong winds overnight. Wind advisory for the rest of the area for nuisance level kind of wind issues. We look at our gusts and where the winds are coming from. Well, they're coming from the east and the southeast here. You notice the gusts, though, as we go forward in time, and this is a 3-hour loop, they're getting stronger. They went from the teens into the 20s in most places as we got towards 7:30 p.m., and they're only going to increase. Here's a look at our radar at 10 o'clock. It's raining pretty good, but here comes the heavier rain as we go overnight. We're looking between 1 a.m. to 4 a.m., a heavy line of rain to come through. This is associated with a cold front. Now, the steady rain is out by 6 a.m. We could still see a shower into the morning here. Then we're seeing a good mix of sunshine as we go into the rest of the day. Your Saturday night will be clear. And then look what happens on Sunday. An Arctic cold front passes through. Some precipitation moves. It could be snow. Could be rain too, but it could be snow. If it snows, it could bring a coating. That would be about it here. But some precipitation on Sunday. That's a new add to the forecast. Here's a look at our forecast wind gusts. So, as we go overnight, notice these strong winds. 55 miles an hour in Atlantic City, 60 in Down Township, 50 in Cape May. As we get into the early morning on Saturday, they still howl along the shore. But as that cold front passes, they, instead of coming out of the south, they come out of the southwest. And then they come more out of the west here as the winds kick up for Saturday afternoon. Gusts will be 30 to 40 miles an hour across the area, knocking over garbage cans, knocking over any loose objects, but no power outages are expected. It stays breezy overnight. And then for your Sunday here, it gets windy again. So it's a windy weekend. The worst of the winds will be on Friday night, but it's still a windy weekend ahead, and temperatures will take a tumble as a result. Now, we do have a risk for power outages as we go into Friday night. We'll say high risk, similar to what we had on Tuesday night here, where 37,000 Atlantic City electric customers were without power. We'll do the same again. Rainfall totals generally between 3/4 of an inch to 1.25 inches here, a little bit lower in Cape May County. Cape May bubble doing its thing there. Let's take a look at our temps and our wind chills. No wind chills Saturday at 7 a.m. in most places here. Temperatures in the low to mid 50s, but temperatures crash as the day goes on here. By sunset, we'll be in the low 40s. And then as we go into the overnight hours, lows get to around 30, but with the winds, it'll feel like the 20s. And then throughout the day on Sunday, wind chills staying right around 32 at max. It's a seasonable Sunday. And then as we go into Monday, temperatures really get cold here. We're talking about highs below freezing in a number of spots, or it's going to be just about freezing. Wind chills stay in the low to mid 20s. Even during the middle of the day. Now, that sets us up for Tuesday's nor'easter, Tuesday into Tuesday night, really. It's a low pressure system that has moisture from Florida meeting up with some inland moisture here, and then an inland piece of energy. But how the coastal storm offshore and that snow you see there in the northeast meet up depends on what the storm is ultimately going to look like. So let's talk about the scenarios. Scenario one would be that inland energy and that offshore low meet up. It's a stronger storm, but probably going to be rain for us here. Probably going to be pretty similar to what we saw in last week's storm. We go to scenario two, and that's what that forecast model is just showing you before. It's really a weaker low pressure system. That mid-level energy comes through. It brings snow showers, could bring a period of snow here, and then some mixing along parts of southeastern New Jersey. So while it's more snow as a percentage of the storm, it's an overall weaker storm with less precipitation. Nevertheless, the National Weather Service has the inland areas for New Jersey at about a 30 to 40% chance of seeing over 6 inches of snow. And at the shore, it's closer to 20%. So National Weather Service is saying, hey, there's a chance we could see some plowable snow. We'll take a look at our inland 7-day for you. It's a windy weekend. We could see a snow shower on Sunday. Otherwise, it's dry. MLK Day itself is cold. Tuesday, ... Remains to be seen what we're going to see in terms of rain or snow. Cold on the backside on Wednesday here. And then as we go into Thursday and Friday, still staying below average by a couple of degrees. We'll wait to see if we get another storm system at the end of the week.